when I'm out flying a drone, I'm always looking for creative shots I can get, and I kind of showcase the environment and the area that we're in. Right now we're here in central Oklahoma on the Sugar Creek Loop, which we've done a couple of times now. And a thing about central and western Oklahoma is these big wind turbines that, you know, generate electricity and make the world a better place. Just don't tell the birds that. So I'm gonna take my drone up here and see if I can get a good shot. They're not moving, so I think it's semi, you know, sane. They're pretty big. I don't know how far away this is, but it's a good distance. Hopefully it's not out of range of how far I can fly with the drone. But I got my DJI Mini 2, which is a great drone. It does 4K. I'm gonna be shooting in 4K 24, and I got an ND16 filter on there so that I can get the right shutter speed and everything. So when I'm flying out a good distance, I'll go ahead and stick it in sport mode so I get the max speed, so I can just get out there in a hurry. I'm gonna go ahead and record the entire flight out there because, you know, why waste that time, you know, flying time. Now, I wanna make sure I'm not flying over people's houses and stuff if I can help it. So I'm kind of looking here and I don't really see any houses between me and the wind turbines. So we're about 100 feet and very close to home at the moment, 3 feet from home. So now let's go ahead and head up there. So we are out about almost 2,000 feet now, straight between here and that windmill. And what I don't want to do is run into it, but 2,000 feet away, just kind of coming up on it now. And once I'm there, I just want to have a couple of minutes of battery life. I started this flight with like 50% battery, which isn't ideal, but I want to have a few minutes of battery life to just kind of fly around it and see what's going on. So I'm gonna stop this one video, start a new one, make sure my exposure is all good. I'm gonna stick it down into the normal mode for a little bit slower orbit and stuff like that. So it's huge. This is like an Oklahoma, it's a very Oklahoma thing. Oklahoma icon, kind of. There we go. Get in the orbit. Got 7 minutes of battery life left still, so that's good. So I only have enough battery life to really get a couple of shots here, so I'm gonna get one complete orbit, and then I'm gonna try to get kind of some interest shots, maybe kind of coming down from over the top of it or something. We'll see how it goes. What I can also see is that I'm up at about 340 feet, and I'm not even to the top of the thing. It's also a little higher altitude at the base than we are here, but the altitude limit on this drone is 400 feet. Technically, I could disable that. Technically, for this kind of application, you're allowed, if you're within 100 feet of the object, you're allowed to fly up to 400 feet over it. So it's okay for up to 800 feet over ground level, or, you know, if that's how tall the tower is. If the tower is 400 feet tall, we can go up to 400 feet over it. But to do that, I'd have to disable the altitude limit on this drone, which I don't want to do right now. All right, so all this time I've been getting a complete orbit around the tower here. And so now I'm gonna stop that video, make sure I was recording. We're gonna go up as far high as it'll let me, and then see if I can maybe just barely fly over it. We're at 345 feet, 350. Let's see, 360, 375 feet. It's a pretty cool shot, you know.
Max altitude reached.
Max altitude reached. All right, so that's all she wrote. Let's see if we can get a little closer on one of the blades. Ah! Here, check it out. Scary. That's pretty cool.
What happens if you crash over there?
We need to get a new drone. Let's fly under this one blade. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm liking that. Now, I want to be careful of us flying behind it.
Battery level is low.
Thank you.
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
No, thank you. No, thank you. All right. So we were out of battery. It's the wise thing to do to just go ahead and bring it on home. So I'm going to get a final shot here, if I can, of kind of on the way home. So we're going to stick it in sport mode and go zooming by this tower. It's pretty cool. All right, so now we're basically just pedal to the metal, baby, cruising on home at 30 miles an hour. We're gonna go over this lake and then be back here at the truck. So there you go. That is an example of kind of a real world drone flying scenario on one of these off-road trips that I go on. I always try to look for some shots that are creative or show something a little bit different or distinctive about the area that help tell the story better. So hope you guys found this informative. If you did so, be sure to subscribe if you found value in the video. And next you should check out this video right here, which is one of these stories from the Sugar Creek Loop that we're driving today. So thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time.